seen my pen, Anna? The one I got for Christmas.
You had it in here last night.
I know I did. That's why I'm looking for it in here.
On the floor?
Oh, here it is. Oh, what are these doing in here?
Oh, sorry. I want to see to them tonight. I want to check them against last year's Christmas list.
Well, time they went. Christmas is over, thank goodness.
Oh, don't say that.
Well, it's nice to have a few days' holiday, and I'm always glad to be back. Perhaps we can get back to our home routine now you've finished all that catering.
It isn't finished yet, Paul.
Well, don't forget I've invited the Hutchisons for tomorrow night. You remember me telling you about Malcolm Hutchison, don't you?
Can't say I do.
Joined the company just before I went back. On his way up. It's the kind of chap to keep well in with.
Oh, really, Paul?
Well, you should be able to do us a good spread after all the practice you've had recently.
Be a bit like a busman's holiday, won't it?
Well, I think it's important that we entertain the right people. You will do me proud, won't you? It could be very helpful.
I do have other things to do, you know.
Such as helping Marie Jackson. That ridiculous campaign, I suppose.
I have been collecting signatures, yes. The petition's going quite well. Most people are sympathetic.
Well, if you're so keen on campaigning, I should get up a petition for me.
Whatever for?
My shirt. That's in prison, isn't it? Went in on George Jackson's back. Heaven knows when I'll see that again. There's a good cause for you, Anna. Free the Paul Collins shirt campaign.
Morning, Mum.
Don't say it, love.
What?
Are you still here?
I was going to ask, is there anything in there?
Should know you better by now, shouldn't I? Well, don't just stand there. Go and get a cup. Don't know who waits on you down there, but I'm in no condition.
Oh, aye.
You're up early, aren't you?
Yeah, well. Things to do, people to see. Last chance. Got to be off tomorrow.
I know.
Otherwise, there might be no job. What's this, Mum?
It's Dad's phone number. And a breakdown of his movements through the day. Just in case.
I've been hanging round hoping I might get to say hello to, you know.
Welcome to the world.
Well, something like that. But it'll have to be today, Mum.
I'm sorry I wasn't ready. That's all right. It's not me that's catching a train. I don't suppose all the bargains will have gone just because I'm 10 minutes late. Oh, Michelle got a lovely pair of shoes in the sale. It's going to be the first time I haven't been in years. You don't have to buy. You can go and look around.
I haven't the heart. You get so's you don't want to go out.
You must keep going. It's what George would want.
I shan't let him know. That's the thing I dread about going visiting. Having to smile when I feel miserable. Now, flask, sandwiches, paper tissues. Do I need anything else?
Something to read on the train?
2 trains and a bus. It's almost in the Lake District.
It's not very convenient for you.
More open, they said. More suitable. He didn't want it. He wanted to feel near home. I'm a bit bothered about how he's going to take it. He's been that up and down.
All the better for seeing you.
Timetable? Where's me timetable? Isn't this it? Yeah. 10:30 from Lime Street. Are we all right?
Yes, there's plenty of time. I've allowed plenty of time.
Now, flask, sandwiches, paper tissues. Have I got everything?
It's all still there. You taking something to read?
Oh, no, I can't read. I can't settle. My thoughts just scurry round.
Come on, then. You'll feel better once you've started.
It's the furthest I've ever been without George.
Work our way through another pile, shall we?
10 down, and how many more to go?
As much again. We should break the back of it today. Particularly at the speed you work.
Ooh, you're not so bad yourself.
They're my books. I know my way around them. I should do. Been with Cosgroves long enough.
Man and boy.
What?
It's just a saying the old gardener at my parents' hotel uses. I've tended these plants, man and boy. When I was little, I could never figure out what he meant. Did he grow boys? I used to want to go and ask him if he'd grow me a little brother.
Under the gooseberry bushes.
Yeah, and then I found out it wasn't quite like that.
You're good at finding out things. You did a good job in Birmingham finding out about that office block. Saved me from making a fool of myself.
That was just luck.
No such thing. In our business, luck's like genius. 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration.
Perspiration.
Yes, better get on with it.
More?
Damon, get up, my mum isn't here.
Oh, you're still here?
Oh, Karen, I thought I told you yesterday.
I know. You were sick of people saying that, but I really thought you weren't here.
I can go for a walk, can't I?
Well, yeah, but it's winter.
I know it's winter. It's not that cold. Don't live at the North Pole.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I'm a bit narky. I just feel I can't settle. Oh, I was going to do these spuds for dinner.
I'll do them. I'll do the dinner.
Oh, will you, love? That'd be a great help. There's some cold meat in the fridge.
And you'd never sit down, eh?
I can't settle.
You don't think...
You know what they say when they launch a rocket, don't you? All systems go and counting.
Counting? Do you mean the pains?
Yeah. 10 minutes and then 10 minutes again.
Shouldn't we do something? Ring me dad or go to the hospital?
No, love, it'll be hours yet. They've got to get a lot harder and faster than this. We don't want to make another mistake, do we?
No, we don't leave it too late either.
Stop worrying. I'm an old hand at this, remember?
You still here?
Oh,
Damon.
Ah, there you are. Sorry to keep you waiting.
It's all right. Leave you want to chat, don't you?
Yes, I'd like to fill you in on this maintenance contract. Put the union's clearly in the picture. You know it's been awarded, don't you?
Well, I have heard, yeah.
Yes, I've given it to Woodward and Lynch. They put up a very competitive price and promised a very good job.
Oh, all right, what you want?
What do you mean?
Competitive price? Well, good job. You can't have both, can you?
Can if a firm's run efficiently?
Look, it takes time to do a job properly, doesn't it? And time, a working man's time's got to be paid for. At a decent rate.
I don't mind paying for working time. Time on the job. It's waiting time I'm trying to save on. Waiting for a mate. Waiting for a part. Prolonged tea breaks. If Woodward and Lynch are half as efficient as they promised to be, they could cut out all that sort of wastage.
What, by cutting the tea breaks and pushing the lads?
They're an old established firm. I'm sure they do no such thing.
Well, you get a big bill for loads of extras then, won't you?
Look what happens when they privatise the hospital laundries.
We're not here to discuss the merits or demerits of private enterprise, or the merits of subcontractors. The choice of them is in the sphere of management. I called you here to explain what they'll undertake and how it will affect your members.
OK, you better tell me the score. I'll have to report back to my committee.
Karen!
Is it time?
Get rid of that for me, will you?
Oh, Mum, it's only a bit of holly.
I know, but it should have been gone by now. On 12th night. It's bad luck to keep it any longer.
It'll be all right, Mum.
Is it time?
It's the holly.
What?
Left over from Christmas. I thought I'd cleared everywhere out.
House has never been so clean.
Have you finished that vacuum?
It's getting the nest ready, Damon. That's why we keep cleaning up.
Look, I clean every day, you know, baby or no baby. It's just that normally you don't notice.
Look, shall we phone me dad?
Oh, that Mrs. Johnson, the midwife?
It's just having a practice, that's all.
Yeah, well, one of them's got to be the real thing.
Oh, that's true, love. I'm not going to walk around like this forever.
Look, I still think we should phone.
Oh, Karen, stop nagging. Mum knows. Just 'cause you're a girl, you think you know it all.
Should we knock another one down before lunch?
All right. But then I know a very nice restaurant.
Oh, lovely. We'll treat ourselves. A reward for a job well done.
Yes.
Don't often see stock control done like this these days.
Some of the staff have been around a long time. They like their own way of doing things. And of course, whilst Cosgrove's was a family firm, that's been acceptable. As a matter of fact, there's been some anxiety amongst the staff about this merger.
The jobs are guaranteed. I thought that was one of the conditions.
Bound to be some shake-up, though. New ways of doing things.
Well, some of their procedures could do with tightening up. There have been changes over the last few years.
Perhaps a shake-up will do us good. I suppose I've got a bit set in my ways. Fact is, this job hasn't stretched me for a year or two.
Why didn't you move on, then?
Personal reasons. Children's schooling, wife's parents, and maybe I'm not as ambitious as you are.
It's nice to see a contented man in our field of work. It's very rare, too.
I suppose so. All I ask is another 5 years in the niche I'm in now. Time to see the children settled, mortgage paid off. Not too much to ask, is it?
I hope not.
So you said there'll be no redundancies at all?
You have my word for it.
Just natural wastage.
That's right.
You know what that means, though, don't you?
No layoffs.
Yeah. No new jobs either.
The unemployment situation isn't my responsibility. Running a viable firm is.
All in the name of profit, eh?
What's wrong with profit? How will it help your members if the firm goes out of business?
Oh, come on, we're not talking about that sort of money. Not in this plant.
When it comes to the balance sheet, we're part of the main firm. We can be profitable, it helps them.
Are you,
It's always been a matter of pride with me to run a viable firm.
the phone,
Oh, yes, I forgot.
I left this number, you know.
Yes. Yes, Paul Collins. Yes, he's here. You're right.
Thank you. Hello. How are you, kid? Okay, look, I'm on my way now, yeah. It'll take a little while, love. I don't know, love. About half an hour. Okay, well, yeah. Well, if you do, just ring for an ambulance, okay? Okay, take care, love.
The baby?
She thinks so, yeah. I'm sorry, I'll have to leave.
Well, of course you must. We'll talk about this some other time.
Yeah, fine.
I'd like to wish you... no doubt we'll hear.
Yeah, just hope she hasn't left it too late.
Yes, well, all the very best.
Thanks.